Hey, hey, welcome to the land of instant targeted firming gel, guys. I wanted to come to you and give you this personal message because this is something that we have never offered before, which does come with a different technique. So I figured it was easier to send you this personal message and give you the tips that I've learned along the way. First and foremost, it's to be applied to clean, dry skin. So if you're not using Rodan Fields skincare, that's fine. Just make sure your skin is clean and dry. For me, I use our anti-aging regimen. So I've already cleansed, I've already toned. Now I take my ITFG. First things first, there is a lock on the bottom, which is great for traveling. You'll see that down there. Unlock it. I've actually heard of stories where people get it, they don't realize there's a lock on it. They go to squeeze it, it's not squeezing, and they push so hard that they bust it up. So make sure to unlock it. Okay, so clean and dry skin. The next part, guys, is one of the hardest parts, which is figuring out just how much product you need to use. If you push this plunger all the way down, you're going to get the metered dose, which is the dose that they recommend. However, I've learned that I don't need that much. This is a case of less is better, kind of like our lash boost. I don't double dip lash boost when I apply it. Less is better. So the same thing with this. So I actually do like maybe 1/2 to 3/4 of a pump on the back of my hand. And then I'm taking it, and what I'm trying to do is my forehead, and I always do under my eyes because, hey, I don't want lines under my eyes, and I have those really fine ones. So to do my forehead, it's on the back of my hand, and I'm going to swipe across or swipe up, but you're not going to do a rubbing motion. So you're not rubbing it in like this. You're simply swiping it. Kind of think of it as filling in your cracks. So you want to apply it so that it can fill in those areas that you want to appear less liney, right? So I do it on my forehead. And don't keep touching it, just kind of smooth it in. And then under my eyes, I use my ring finger because that has the most gentle touch. And again, I'm not going to dab it. I'm going to swipe it up to my crow's feet area and then just make sure it's rubbed in, do the other eye. And then one of the most difficult parts for me is the waiting the 5 minutes. So after you have it applied, I set the timer on my phone for 5 minutes. And the hardest part is remaining still. A poker face, I like to call it, which is really hard because I can't talk, I can't laugh, I just remain still. So that's the hardest part for me. But you want to remain still so that it can do its magic. And then when your 5 minutes is done, if you're not using Rodan Fields skincare, that's totally fine. You can apply whatever you would apply on top of it, okay? So for me, I apply my eye serum, I apply my active hydration serum, and here's what I do. The areas that I have applied ITFG to, I'm not going to rub hard to get them in. I'm kind of patting. So for my active hydration serum, when I put it over the top, I'm kind of just patting over. And then my eye cream, same thing. I'm kind of just patting it underneath gently. The rest obviously doesn't matter. So continue on with whatever you do for your skincare regimen. If you experience white flakiness, it's indicative that you have used too much product, and that's what happened with me. So you kind of have to play around with it a little bit and figure out just how much you need, and always remember that less is better. So if you do get the white filmy, you can actually wipe it off, let it, let the area dry, and reapply a smaller amount. And that's how I have come to learn that I don't need a full pump of this. I think that's it, guys. And just remember, so the instant effects of this will last approximately 4 hours, but just remember that it's continuing to work, and you will see long-term results over like 4 to 6, 8 weeks, okay? So what will happen is if you use it consistently for those 4 to 8 weeks, kind of like with Lash Boost, you will see the results before you use it. So like 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to wake up and you're going to notice that those lines are not as prominent as they were the 4 to 6 weeks ago. So anyway, happy using. Don't get frustrated. Reach out if you have questions. Remember, less is better. No rubbing, clean and dry skin, and reach out with questions. Thanks, guys.